Right now at noon, the investigation continues into the deadly school shooting in Madison, when we expect to learn new details from police. Plus, the Electoral College meets today to formally elect former President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. How the process works. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with our continuing coverage on that deadly school shooting at Abundant Life Christian School in Madison. A teacher and student, along with the 15-year-old shooter, are dead. 4 of the 6 of the victims are still in the hospital, 2 critically injured. Police responded to that shooting right around 10:57 Monday morning. They say a second-grade student made the 911 call. Law enforcement arrived within minutes. We're told the Dane County Sheriff's deputy arrived right at 11. A Madison police officer arrived a minute later. At 11:05, police announced the shooter was down. They cleared the building at 11:14. Meanwhile, Madison fire officials tended to the victims. They took the first patients to the hospital at 11:26. So all of this happening within just about a half hour. Here's what one teacher had to say about going into lockdown.
They were clearly scared. When they realized, when we practice, we always say this is a drill. It is just a drill. When they heard lockdown, and nothing else, they knew it was real. But they handled themselves brilliantly.
This afternoon, the Madison Police Department is preparing to give an update on their investigation into the shooting. Our live team coverage continues now with Maddie Himes. She's live at Fire Station 14, where this news conference will be happening in under an hour. Maddie?
Josh, I'm at Fire Station 14 on the east side waiting on that 1 p.m. news conference where we're expected to hear from Police Chief Sean Barnes and Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway. The most recent update we got from officials was last night right here at 8:30, where we learned more about the shooter and communication officials had with the shooter's family. There was heavy police presence at a house on the north side yesterday. We got it confirmed that it was related to the shooting, and police say they're in communication with the shooter's father and he is being cooperative.
We are getting cooperation from them. As to the specifics of what they're saying, we don't know that. One of the things that we try to do, that we've learned doing interviews with people who are cooperative, is not to interrupt. And so I would not want to interrupt the interview just to give information. We'll come back a little later. We can have more information. We'll do that.
Grade student called 911 to report.
Police say they have recovered items from the home, but they did not elaborate on that. They also did not say if anyone is in custody in relation to the shooting. So questions like what was recovered from the home, any potential motives, and details about the status of the victims, we're hoping to hear at 1 p.m. today, just in less than an hour at this press conference. For now, I'll send it back to you, Josh.
Maddie Himes live for us this afternoon. We will carry that news conference live right here on Channel 3 and on channel3000.com. Of course, there has been plenty of reaction to this shooting already. Madison School Superintendent Dr. Joe Gothard releasing a statement saying, quote, "This unimaginable tragedy impacts not just one school, but all of us in the greater Madison community. No one should face these complex emotions in isolation. As a community bound by mutual respect and compassion, we urge everyone to continue looking out for one another, to offer kindness, and to keep the Abundant Life Christian School community in your thoughts." Multiple MMSD schools went into a secure hold while police responded to Abundant Life. Governor Evers also commenting on the shooting, saying in part, quote, "We are praying for the kids, educators, and entire Abundant Life School community as we await more information and are grateful for the first responders who are working quickly to respond," end quote. The governor also ordering flags across the state to be flown at half staff in honor of the victims. That order will end this Sunday. Right now, President Biden is calling on Congress to act after this shooting. He says, quote, "It is shocking and unconscionable. Jill and I are praying for all the victims today, including the teacher and teenage student who were killed and those who sustained injuries. We are grateful for the first responders who arrived quickly on the scene, and the FBI is supporting local law enforcement efforts," end quote. Well, tonight the community will come together to honor the victims of the shooting. The Boys and Girls Club is hosting the vigil at 6. This is at the state capitol. It'll be in front of the Vel Phillips statue. They say everyone is welcome to join. The CEO of Boys and Girls Club of Dane County releasing a statement reading, quote, "As an organization dedicated to serving youth and families, we feel it is our responsibility to step forward and create spaces for connection and healing. This vigil is one way we can stand with our community and show that we are here to support them during this unimaginable time." Some other gatherings already happening. Last night, one happened at a church in Middleton. It gave the opportunity for the community to come together. Around 200 people showed up to Blackhawk Church. News 3 Now spoke with the pastor who says this event came together very quickly. He says he knows families that go to the school and wanted to give them a place to begin to heal.
When you see it affecting people who you know personally, it changes the game. And it brings it to a deeper level in order that we can be a city who rallies in a moment like this. You know, our hope is that in the midst of the darkness, that we can find light.
Blackhawk Church will host another service tonight at 7 o'clock. That event will be towards helping people deal with grief during the holidays. Madison is not the only city with news of school shootings this week. Milwaukee police are investigating threats at a public school. This happened Monday morning at the upper campus of Golda Meir School. The reports show dispatchers got 3 shots fired calls at the campus. It forced the school into a code red, meaning students and teachers were held inside their classrooms for about an hour. Students say they were scared, especially after the shooting in Madison.
We're all okay, shaken, but it seems like everybody's okay. It's just worrying when something like that happens at any school, but especially this one. It's in your own backyard. It could be your kids.
The school serves students in grades 3 through 12. Turning to your First Warn forecast now, the temperatures are cooling off. We also have some snow to talk about. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, right now at the noon hour, we're actually seeing a little bit of sun. That is definitely a nice sight to see because we haven't seen much of that over the last week. But clouds will be thickening up today, and we are tracking a little bit of light snow, a band of some light snow spreading across northern Iowa. You see some of that in southwestern Wisconsin, a lot of that not reaching the ground, still pretty dry near the ground. But eventually some of that snow will move in, but probably not until well after dark going into the evening. 34 right now in Madison, so we have jumped above freezing. We do have a west to northwest wind at 8, so it does feel like 27, so a little bit of a wind out there. Tonight we are looking at some of this light snow to spread on in. It's going to be minor accumulation, but even on some of those secondary roads, just got to be a little bit cautious driving about. Any amounts would be under an inch, so maybe a ½ inch for most. Otherwise, we are looking at a more significant storm system coming in. This will be on Thursday. This is an Alberta Clipper. This is going to be that dry, powdery snow, and it doesn't take much moisture to accumulate. Could get 1 to 3 inches of snow on Thursday. Then it will be turning much colder going into the upcoming weekend on the backside of that Alberta Clipper. 35 in Middleton. We're at 34 in Madison and also Cottage Grove. 33 currently in Stoughton. 34 right now with temperatures in the mid-30s, maybe a couple more degrees on the thermometer, but the clouds will win out. And some of that light snow spreading in, but probably not until after 6 o'clock, more likely 7, 8 o'clock here in the Madison area. We'll track that snowfall for tonight and also that more significant snowfall expected on Thursday coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, we will see you then. Thank you. Well, today the Electoral College is officially casting its vote for the President and Vice President of the United States. For more on how this process works, political reporter Will Keneally is live at the Capitol. Will.
Yeah, Josh, I want to take you back to election night. You might remember seeing those maps of the United States with Wisconsin having 10 points, essentially. Now, those 10 points are actually 10 people. Those are the Electoral College electors that are meeting here at the state capitol, as well as state capitals across the country, to formally cast the votes for president. So I'm going to take you inside real quick. We'll be a little bit quiet as the proceedings are going on right now. They're meeting in this room in the state capitol, and you can tell, for example, some big-name Republicans, including former Governor Tommy Thompson, convening this meeting right here. Bring it back here. So the process will continue for the next half hour or so as these Republicans, 10 Republicans here in Wisconsin, formally cast their vote for former President Trump, now President-elect Trump, and VP-elect J.D. Vance. Now, they'll essentially sign those pieces of paper. They will send those to D.C. Now, that's what you might remember January 6th, 4 years ago. That's when Congress will meet, receive those pieces of paper from states like Wisconsin, and then formally certify the election results. So again, meeting here in Wisconsin as well as state capitals across the country to formally kind of cast that vote in that Electoral College for president after this November's election. So we'll continue to keep you covered, but for now, reporting from the state capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. Still ahead for us this afternoon, the Department of Transportation finalizes new rules to improve air travel for people with disabilities. Plus, TikTok turns to the nation's highest court to step in and block a potential ban of the popular app.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
A lot of broken springs in the wintertime. Cold weather doesn't help anything. At Precision, we're going to do everything we can to fix your door the same day.
We have crews all over the area, so chances are if you need us, we're close by.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Are you struggling with back or neck pain due to herniated or bulging discs? Midwest Spine and Nerve Center may be able to help you get back to your active lifestyle with our non-invasive, drug-free treatment methods, including non-surgical spinal decompression, Class 4 laser, and more. Serving Madison for over 15 years, we've helped hundreds of patients alleviate their back or neck pain. If you're looking for an alternative back or neck pain relieving therapy, call us to schedule a complimentary, no-obligation consultation today to see if we can help you get out of pain.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
What happened?
Someone took the Bronco out for an extended test drive.
They used all the GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
They did it all, man.
Looks like they had a lot of fun.
Those boots are awfully muddy, Sam.
My boots? I did it. I'm gonna do it again.
Lease a new Bronco Sport Big Ben for only $399 a month, or a Bronco Big Ben for just $499 a month for 36 months.
I was an occupational therapist, and I had lost my position. I was able to just go the next day, oh well, I can dash. I love it for the freedom. I can schedule myself. Also, dashing just gives you a sense of purpose. Having portable benefits would be really awesome for me because I could use them to help cover my vision, copays, and adding to my 401k. And I could continue to build that till I retire.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
When I think of Madison No Fear Dentistry and what that means to me, it really is about it not being scared, not being judged. I feel that they've got my best interests at heart. I think that coming to Madison No Fear Dentistry is more than just coming to a dental office. It's meeting really great people that care about you. Madison No Fear Dentistry has helped change my life, and I believe it can help change other people's lives as well.
TikTok has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to step in and temporarily block a federal law that would ban the popular app unless its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, agrees to sell it. The ban is set to take effect January 19th. The company's request asks the High Court to issue an emergency decision by January 6th. TikTok's CEO met with President-elect Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago yesterday. Some of TikTok's more than 100 million American users have also filed a separate request to block the law. The Department of Transportation has finalized new rules aimed at improving air travel for people with disabilities. The regulation includes training for employees that physically assist flyers with disabilities, faster assistance for boarding and deboarding planes, and the requirement that airlines promptly repair or replace broken or lost equipment such as wheelchairs and scooters. The new rules go into effect next month. And listen up, fantasy football players. Domino's is teaming up with NFL wide receiver Stephon Diggs to give away $1 million in free emergency pizza to fans who had the Houston Texan on their fantasy team after he suffered a season-ending injury. Fans can send a pic of their fantasy lineup with Diggs to the website Domino'sFromDiggs.com by January 6th for a shot at winning free pizza. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chris Welch.
Here's your stock report at the noon hour. The Dow is down 299 points, NASDAQ down 41, and the S&P 500 down about 20 points. Right now, our call for action. Volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. Up next, Pam has today's egg numbers, plus Kelly returns with the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, tech experts at Consumer Reports share advice for gifting gadgets, along with their favorite tech picks this holiday season.
Ever wonder why your house is so cold and drafty? Knowing the answer could save you a lot of money. Usually, the problem is your walls. That's why USA Foam Insulation is such a game changer. It's easily installed from the outside and fills up your wall cavities with cold-blocking foam. Your warm air stays inside, your furnace runs less, and you get a lower gas bill. And right now, USA Insulation has their best deals of the year because they know winter is when you need it the most.
USA Insulation.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers. Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
People who are at their best get their beauty rest. Steinhafels has the new Beauty Rest Black Hybrid Mattress, starting at just $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. The Beauty Rest Black Hybrid combines the latest cooling and support technology, giving you the best night's sleep possible. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need, because they're a part of them, because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
This is morning in Wisconsin. And while you're getting started, we've been getting ready to show you what's happening on this new day. News 3 Now this morning is leading the way with local breaking news, showing you the places and meeting the people that make our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. Start your day with the Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning, weekdays from 4:30 to 7. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
We're back at noon. Time to check in with Pam Yankee for the Midwest Farm Report. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Josh. Yeah, the weather is coming up with Kelly, but the weather we had in 2024, not exactly something that Wisconsin farmers are looking forward to repeating in 2025. We just got the update from the Wisconsin soybean yield contest on how well farmers did managing the weather, and with the genetics that they got in the bag and the abilities that farmers have in Wisconsin, did pretty well. Got to give a shout out to our friends in Columbia County, where they topped the state's yields this year with better than 93 bushels to the acre on average with one variety. Congratulations to the Middens up in Columbia County. Then down in Lafayette County, the Camps, they were right behind them as far as overall yields were concerned. All these folks are going to be recognized coming up during the Wisconsin Corn Soy Expo. That's going to be in February in Wisconsin Dells. Meanwhile, talking a little bit about some weather-related issues that our Wisconsin Christmas tree growers have been dealing with. If you've been out there looking for a tall Christmas tree, maybe you've got a great room that's got a vaulted ceiling or something like that, and you're kind of frustrated at your selection, don't be surprised. Greg Hann, who's got Hann's Christmas trees out in Oregon and also is with the Wisconsin Christmas Tree Producers Association, says it is a repercussion of the pandemic. Greg tells us that basically they had to harvest everything they could when people came out in droves during the pandemic looking for a real Christmas tree, and that's kind of shorted them on some of the taller trees that you might be looking for this year. But he said the good news is there is a tremendous amount of trees that are available, and that those height restrictions, if you will, are going to be improving over time. But remember, it takes a long time, almost 10 years, for our Christmas trees to become something that they'll sell for you in your home. And again, this year, Greg says the balsam and Fraser firs most popular. Why? Because he says they've got soft needles. So thank you to Greg for the little Christmas holiday tips when it comes to trees. Dairy markets today in Chicago. I'll tell you what, Cheese is hot again. Barrel cheese up 5.5 to 178.5. 40-pound block cheese today up 3 3/4 at 186. Double A butter even 2 cents stronger today at $2.52 a pound. So the dairy surge is still on. I suppose maybe it's some late season buying for all those boxes that we want to deliver to people, usually from outside of Wisconsin, Josh, that are in hoping for Wisconsin cheese over the holidays. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
I like those numbers.
That's usually when I go back to Minnesota. It's always like they want our cheese and they want our beer. So that's always something to be excited about.
That's true.
All right, Pam. Well, thanks for some positive news on this Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
You bet. Yeah. Thanks, Josh.
Well, we've got some snow to talk about in the first warn forecast. Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio with the latest track. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, we got 2 chances of snow coming our way this week. One round will be coming in tonight, and another one coming in on Thursday. So remains to be seen whether or not we'll see a white Christmas. Now, we will likely pick up over an inch of snow on Thursday. That looks like the more significant system coming in. It's what we call an Alberta Clipper. It starts in Alberta, Canada, moves along very quickly to the south and east, and generally produces 1 to 3 inches of snow. Some locations in central and northern Wisconsin could be talking about 3 to 6 inches of snow. Now, tonight, some of the snow that's coming in, it's going to be fairly light, but it doesn't take much to cause some problems on the road. So just be a little bit cautious headed out this evening. This will likely be after the rush hour commute tonight, but say 7, 8 o'clock, we are likely to see some of that lighter snow spreading on in. So we've got the snow chance coming in tonight. A little bit of a break tomorrow. May actually get a little bit of sunshine. Really nice to see it today. It'll be nice to see it again tomorrow before that next system comes in Thursday. It looks like the snow will spread in during the afternoon into Thursday night. Should be out of here by Friday. Then it looks like it'll be pretty quiet this weekend going into the first half of next week. Of course, Christmas coming our way next week. All right, you can see some of this light snow spreading in the area of low pressures over Nebraska. It's a very weak system, but it's got enough of a spin, enough energy with it. Likely will track in some lighter snow moving in. Once again, this will be well after dark. Some of that's not reaching the ground. So the snow chances do ramp up. Let's say about 7 o'clock here in Madison, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, midnight. Should start to taper off after about 2 o'clock in the morning by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. There might be some snow on the ground. Yeah, there might be a flake or two of snow out there, but any accumulating snow will be done with by the time you head off to a work or school in the morning. So our future track, the clouds are going to win out throughout the afternoon, but I think it should be generally dry, maybe a flurry or two moving in toward La Crosse, Viroqua. It won't be till after 7 o'clock. You see some of this snow, this blue shading, enveloping much of southern Wisconsin, at least Madison, areas to the north and west. Eventually spreads on across all of southern Wisconsin later in the evening. After midnight, a lot of that starts to move on out, and then we're just left with a northwest flow that'll bring us some cooler weather, but also a chance of seeing some sun tomorrow again. As far as snowfall amounts, as mentioned, it's going to be minor, everything under an inch, and I think most of us will just see trace to maybe as much as a half of an inch, but once again, some of those roads might become a little bit slick. Here's our system. You can see this little spin up here coming out of the Dakotas, Minnesota. That's that area of low pressure that's going to track out of across northeast Iowa into northwestern Illinois. That puts us in line for seeing some snow accumulation. I think the heaviest will be in central northern parts of the state, but here at 3, 4 o'clock, may see some moderate snow coming down, and that's when we are expecting the accumulation. Should start to wind down, though, by the time you wake up Friday morning, but not before leaving. About 1 to 3 inches of snow across southern Wisconsin. Just north of Madison, could be talking about 3, 4 inches of snow. Central Wisconsin could be talking about 4 to as much as 6 inches of snow. We're sitting at 34 right now in Madison. It's 34 in Lone Rock, Janesville at 36. So the clouds will win out this afternoon. A little bit cooler tomorrow, 30 after that bout of some light snow. So we'll hang on to the snow that we do accumulate going into tomorrow. Still hanging on to it Thursday. And of course, we're going to start to see some of that accumulating snow developing Thursday afternoon. 20s this weekend, so it will be quite a bit colder. We will see some milder weather. Right now, it does look pretty good travel for those that are being headed out of town for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Temperatures back in the mid to upper 30s by then.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. When we come back at noon, Howard is celebrating a special day in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today is National Maple Syrup Day, so join us as we tap into some ideas that we know you're going to love. Get it? Tap.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you tired of the constant pain, numbness, tingling, and the poor balance caused by peripheral neuropathy? At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we help patients just like you with our non-invasive treatment options designed to reduce pain and improve balance and function without the need for drugs or surgery. Our personalized approach focuses on treating those symptoms and giving you back the life you deserve. Experience the benefits of a treatment plan designed to restore your quality of life. Call to schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Save big money on new home appliances at Menards. You need reliable appliances to help you conquer the day. And Menards is your one-stop shop for big savings on energy-efficient appliances. Check out top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Menards has the largest in-stock appliance selection, ready to take home today. Save big in this Maytag washer or dryer. On sale for $9.99.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer. A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew.
Maverick, Ranger.
Another truckload of trucks?
Big event needs a big selection. Right, like the Ford F-Series. Best-selling trucks for 47 years. Gas, hybrid, electric, and big selection means great deals. Exactly, which means it's the best time to buy.
Choose Flex Buy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus 1,000 Flex Buy and 1,000 holiday bonus cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Don't dance, but boogie into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. On Friday, December 27th, we're giving away a Jeep Gladiator. Saturday, December 28th, a Chevy Colorado. Then on New Year's Eve, it's our Winter Boogie Bash, where you can have a chance to win your share of over $45,000 of rewards play. Plus, there will be free live entertainment by Coyote Wild and Snake Oil. It's time to boogie your way into the new year at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
With Christmas just around the corner and all the last-minute excitement going on, we almost forgot that today is National Maple Syrup Day. So to celebrate, how about having waffles, pancakes, or French toast dripping with, you guessed it, maple syrup. By the way, make sure you don't get maple syrup mixed up with pancake syrup, which doesn't even have real maple syrup in it. To make things even more special, we came up with a recipe for streusel-top maple muffins that are ideal for serving today, and the recipe is perfect to have on hand right through the end of the year. We start by making a basic muffin recipe from scratch. The difference with these is that they're laced with a good amount of real maple syrup. Then we top each one with our homemade streusel topping before popping them in the oven. When the whole house smells amazing, you'll know they're done. Imagine serving these on Christmas morning while the family opens their presents, or New Year's morning while everyone's trying to open their eyes. To get the recipe so you can celebrate this fun food holiday, head over to our website and type in Morning Maple Muffins. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a maple-licious way for you to say, ooh, it's so.
Here's Kelly with a final check of your forecast.
Yeah, the clouds will be winning out for the rest of the afternoon hours. I've seen a little bit of sunshine this morning. This is out ahead of a weak system that'll spread some light snow moving through this evening. I know we don't have it on the graphic there, but it will be this evening. That should clear out fairly quickly this evening. We'll get a break tomorrow, but a more significant system may produce 1 to 3 inches of snow Thursday.
Thanks for joining us.